Two professors at the Harvard Negotiation Project published a book in 1981 that has now sold over 10 million copies in 35 languages. It's the foundational text for almost every modern negotiation course taught on Earth. The single most quoted concept from that book is one acronym, BATNA, the best alternative to a negotiated agreement. Question 7 of the 7 mindful questions is the BATNA for your life. If I can teach you to negotiate with yourself so that you can choose better on a consistent basis, would you do it? Stay with me. Welcome back. I'm Dr. Lisa, and this is Science Backed, Soul Supported, Day 7 in 7 of the free challenge. We close the staircase today. Question 7. What is the best alternative? This is the last step, and we're at the top of the stairs. Aware, because, care. Pause, choose. Choose a better alternative. The teachers today are Roger Fisher and William Ury, two professors at Harvard Law School and the co-founders of the Harvard Negotiation Project. In 1981, they published Getting to Yes. 40 plus years later, that book has sold over 10 million copies in 35 languages, and it's the foundational text behind almost every modern negotiation course taught on Earth, from the State Department to corporate boards to law schools to family therapy programs to hostage negotiators. The single most quoted concept from the book is one acronym, BATNA, B-A-T-N-A, the best alternative to a negotiated agreement. In Fisher and Ury's language, BATNA is the move you make when an agreement cannot be reached. It's the answer to the question, what is the best thing I can do that does not require this person to say yes? Knowing your BATNA before you walk into the room changes everything. It quiets desperation. It clarifies your floor. It reveals what you're actually willing to live with and what you're not. Without BATNA, you're negotiating from fear. With a BATNA, you're negotiating from clarity. Now, here's the move I made in my book. Question 7 is the BATNA for your own life. Not for the room, not for everyone else, but for you, because you're the room. The negotiations between you and your own time, energy, attention, and one finite life. The best alternative, the genuine best, not the loudest, not the most familiar, not the one your mother chose for you 20 years ago, is what question 7's asking you to surface. And here is the discipline. Within each choose, there's an infinite number of possibilities, right? Infinite is not practical. It's that choice overload we talked about. Question 7 meters the possibility through what I call the 6 pillars of your personal core foundation. Relationships, home life, they sort of go together. Work life and financial obligations, those go together. Spiritual life and health. You can use other pillars if those aren't yours. Other folks have 7 or 9, but I like these 6 because each alternative gets walked around all 6 pillars. For example, that new job offer that pays more but pulls you out of your kids' evenings hours. How do you feel about that? The move that takes you closer to family but further from your faith community. How do you feel about that? The relationship that nourishes one pillar and quietly drains another. Question 7 is the 360-degree walk around. The best alternative is not the one that wins one pillar. It's the one your 6 pillars can live with together. For task level decisions, the smaller stakes, the ebook also gives a beautiful little exercise. And close your eyes and visualize an old style fuel gauge where empty's on the left, that's my left over there, and full is on the right. And empty is no, and full, let's call that yes. Let's make sure I get it in the picture. Ask what's the best alternative and see where the needle goes. Is it neutral, or did it not move, or did it move towards the yes? And it's funny, it's almost like one of those buzzers or bell goes off, versus ding, ding, ding. And then only then, repeat for every single option that you have, every single one. Take yourself through and then finally ask this one last question. Is there an even better alternative I haven't considered yet? And ask yourself this one question. Is there an even better alternative I haven't considered yet? And most of the time, the answer arrives in under 30 seconds. It won't always tell you something easy, but it will tell you something true. So, aware, because care, pause and breathe, choose a better alternative. I'm aware because I care, pause and breathe, I choose a better alternative. That's the whole staircase in one sentence, in less than 2 minutes, anywhere in your life. And here's what I want you to close week 1 on. The Power of Seven workshop opens its first session on Wednesday, June 10th. That's 3 days from today. 4 Wednesdays, 3 p.m. Eastern. It's on Microsoft Teams, and we'll walk through all 7 questions in detail together with the small group container that makes the practice take root in a way no video can. 8 weeks of practice from start to finish, nearly the exact neurological dose the Harvard MRI research documents as the threshold for structural change in the brain. Your BATNA for this Sunday evening might be to keep walking the questions on your own. That's a good BATNA. It's not the best one, but 3 days from today, you'll have a better one available. So here's your challenge for tonight. Before bed, pick one real decision sitting in your life right now, something that has some gravitas, some weight. Run all 7 questions in order. Aware, because, care, pause, breathe, and choose a better alternative. Spend about 90 seconds total or as long as it feels right. Don't rush yourself. And notice whether you go to bed with the same question you woke up with or the beginnings of a new answer. The Power of Seven workshop is the practice of all 7 questions in real time when you really want to apply it to your life in community. It's 4 Wednesdays, starting Wednesday, June 10th, 3 days from today. The workshop link is in the description. Week 1 has shifted something for you. I want you to hit the like, comment with the question that hit the hardest, share with somebody who needs this whole staircase, and register for Wednesday. So click the link to like, the little bell thing to notify yourself, subscribe. I really, really appreciate you who have subscribed to my teachings. It just is so heartening to see that my messages are getting out there. So thanks again. Share, subscribe, like, do all the things, and I'll see you in the room tomorrow. And we're going to open week 2 of June.